Have you ever wondered what Scope 3 greenhouse gas emissions is all about? Hi, I'm Daniel, and welcome back to the Scope 3 Guys. Today, we're going to find out more. What is this terminology called Scope 3 emissions? We hear it all the time, but what does it mean? Today, we're going to find out more. Let's ask around.
I'm not too sure actually. Is it like have to do with microscopes? I don't know.
I think one of the example would be a company use for their logistic services or a buyer use for delivery service.
Scope 3 is essentially indirect emission that arise out of your value chain outside of your operational control of your company.
I noticed that a lot of companies, small, medium enterprises, even some of the large listed companies or large local enterprises, they are struggling with Scope 3 emissions reporting. What do you think is the obstacle and what is hindering them?
I think there are a few reasons that we can look into. I think the fact that a lot of the companies find that Scope 3 is too large to chew is, look at it, there are 15 categories, and each of these 15 categories entails quite a fair bit of, especially if your business footprint is large, whether it's upstream or downstream. I think that itself, it presents already a big challenge for the company to chew. And by virtue of that, you can imagine fragmentation of data is everywhere, and information in each of these category are also pretty siloed. Yeah, and there will be quite a fair bit of effort to collate them. And if it's like upstream, companies may have a better sense of control because of your procurement contract. Downstream, I think, is usually typically of a challenge, right? After you sold the product, and technically he has no obligation to, the supplier may not, or the buyer may not have obligation to get back to you. The short answer is definitely yes. Technology is definitely moving very fast. AI is definitely one. I think, as we know, things are just developing super fast, at the technology pace. I think in Singapore, we talk about Industry 5.0. That is really our next, you can call it the next step forward. I think it's a big opportunity, especially if we look at ways of coupling the ESG consultancy together with technology and putting them together. I think there will be a lot of synergy that can really resolve to a great extent, I think, this fragmentation of data challenge that we have, right? If you are able to string them up properly with your IoT sensor in a quick and easy way, hopefully, that allows the people on the ground to embrace it readily, I think that can really help us to achieve a lot more data collation, monitoring, including verification. Yes. Yeah, much more effectively. I think definitely there's a big opportunity out there, and often I would say personally, one of the big challenges that we see is how we humans embrace technology, right? A lot of times there are, as we know, inertia on the ground, especially trying new things. Doesn't come so naturally to us when we are so used to the old ways. Yeah.
If you'd like to find out more about how you can do carbon accounting for your transport chain emissions operations and how it is linked to unlocking Scope 3 emissions for yourself, for your customers and stakeholders, reach out to me. You can drop me a direct message or reach out to us at co2connect.com. See you next time.